Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball. It's time to set the All-JM Team 2021 official. Let's do it. Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball, brought to you by DraftKings. How's everyone doing? My name's Jimmy. In the middle, we got Trevor. And on the other side of the screen, we have Jake in the little home plate down below, producer BBD. And this is Talkin' Baseball, where we have some really heavy and serious matters to discuss because we're talking lifelong resumes right now. Jake, do you have anything else you want to discuss off the rip?
I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous for these guys. You know, we are a legacy pod, leg pod. A lot of people have called us that. And guys get remembered or forgotten from days like today. You know, people talk about would Trevor Plouffe's 2014 have landed on this list? I don't know. I'd like to relive it, but in 2014, BBD was in second grade. I was in high school. So I'm excited to do this with you boys. It was a recurring ep through the year. We can finally tie a bow on it and reward those that deserve to be rewarded, like my guy, Trevor Plouffe.
I have a question for you before we start, because this is important. You know, we are hoping that eventually we'll have a badge on someone's BREF page. What color are we going with for the stripe? Like, you know, that's like the text and there's a color over it. I think we need to figure that out.
That will be sorted. I don't think we can decide on it now. It's pretty serious.
I would like to do like sparkly, almost like a diamond.
Ooh, I like that. Kind of like when MySpace, you used to be able to control the backgrounds.
I think like just a daisy emoji might be cool.
Like a flower?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to my page to see what
season.
other ones were, and I don't have any, so I had to go to a different page.
For anyone that doesn't know, over the course of the 2021 season, at the end of each month, we gave the All-JM team. Now, the thought process behind doing it was, one, the All-Star Game's a farce. Two, it's cool to see who's the best, because it wasn't just you win April, you win May, you win June. No, it's April, then April plus May. So who can do it? So we do have some guys that went poll to poll. I think that won every single month at their position in their league. And that almost needs to be on our website. Like,
yes, differentiated.
It's differentiated, like italics maybe. Like never wasn't the best.
I think it's
position in the league.
It's yellow daisy if you win the award. It's the vibrant silver daisy if you go poll to poll.
Yes. And what's also interesting is you can have a guy, and we might have one of these, that won more months than the guy who takes home the full prize at the end of the season.
Oh, absolutely.
That's tough.
Yeah.
It's a long
season. Point that one out to me. I'm curious. I
think it's the AL shortstop race, but I don't know where we're landing on that. That's the other exciting thing, audience. Some of these aren't final.
This is a real award show.
Yeah. You're in the writer's room right now.
Shit.
This is a lot of energy, and I'm nervous about it. Did you shoot me?
It's not so fun when the rabbit's got the gun, and these
I've never seen a rabbit with a gun.
Awards are brought to you by
Yes, you have.
Magic Spoon. We love two things here. We love magic. We love spooning. This company has brought the two together with a healthy cereal for you to consume. 0 grams of sugar. Bang. 13 to 14 grams of protein. Yup. Only 140 calories a serving. Keto-friendly. Gluten-free. Grain-free. Soy-free. I like saying the healthy stuff, because then we can drive home the fact that it tastes good. Otherwise, we wouldn't kind of support them. We'd be like, Magic Spoon, that's not what we're about. We like to eat. Jom's a dad now. Him and his baby, they eat Magic Spoon every morning. Jimmy chews it up, spits it in John Baby's mouth. John Baby spits it right back, and then they shake hands and mow the lawn.
Katie hates it.
Katie hates. They wish they'd stop doing it. But
That sounds messy.
you can do that with cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, blueberry, cinnamon, cookies and cream, maple and waffle. If you think we're BSing, we've eaten this live. It was on JJR, on a couple other programs. Our first time eating it was live. Jim.
I have an update for the people.
Update.
I've taken, because I'm a subscription member of Magic Spoon.
Yes.
Katie has some of those big plastic tubs, you know, that you can put cereal. Some people put their cereal in those tubs. They don't put the boxes in the pantry. Well,
That's how you know you're bougie.
Yeah, we don't do that, but I did it now because I took 3 flavors and I just straight up mixed them into the big container. So now I have Funfetti Magic cereal. Every pour has 3 flavors: blueberry, frosted, and fruity mixed up.
Wow.
And did I feel like an absolute genius when I saw the 3 boxes and then I saw the empty container that I think Katie had trail mix in, and we were out of trail mix, and I commandeered it, and now it's my cereal? Yes, I felt so ingenious. I walked over to the living room. I said, "Look what I did, babe." And she said, "I don't care."
Yeah.
You can be a genius with magicspoon.com/baseball. Promo code baseball. You can remember that one. Promo code baseball, $5 off your order. Magicspoon.com/baseball. Code baseball. Join us. If you tweet at Jimmy about your Magic Spoon mixes, he will respond.
Yeah, for sure.
And Cricket. Not crickets. Cricket.
No. Crickets are coming to America.
24 beans.
I have a lot of crickets in my house.
Should we do this damn thing?
Yeah, I think we need to. And I think the first person, we've always started here because it makes sense to start at first base because 1 is in the title. And then it makes sense to start in the AL because A is the first letter.
Yep.
And we are a cron pod and have always been. And this guy is our pole to pole. Like, he's the one that I knew.
Silver Daisy.
He's a silver. This guy, that's such a cool thing.
Yeah.
I hope 10 years from now, we're still using the term Silver Daisy and people know what it means.
Well, why wouldn't we?
Why wouldn't we?
So Vladdy Jr. is a 2021 Silver Daisy.
By the
He
way,
went-
one of
he
the
went
few
pole to
guys
pole.
that could pull off a Silver Daisy.
Yes,
Vladdy.
He probably already wears a silver
Yeah.
daisy.
He won it in April. He won it in April and May. He won it April, May, June. He won it April, May, June, July. He won it April, May, June, July, August. And he won it April, May, June, July, September.
Dimmer.
His final stats on the year. One of you got him in front of you. You want to share?
You want his? I'll read his stats off by month. Vladdy Jr. finished with 161 games played. We like that. 48 home runs. That cleared the over on his home run total for the year. 311 batting average. Shout out Cole Tucker. 401 on base. 601 slug. And a 1 dot OPS. Vladito introduced himself to the world. Reintroduced himself to the world this year.
Looking at the AL for contenders for every position on our sheet, he's the only one with the 1 dot OPS. And the only one with a 400 on base percentage. And the only one with a 600 slugging. And the only one with a 300 batting average. So, holy smokes, what a season.
It's Diffie.
You think he feels
166 weighted runs created plus is far and away the best. I mean, yeah, he really just was the best. And that doesn't happen that often. The Silver Daisy, you really are proud of something like that, because if you're able to start hot and stay hot the entire time, that's a dream season. I'd venture out to say if we kind of like look this up and we start to chart it, we're probably only going to give out maybe 3 a year.
Trev,
2
why
a
don't you
year?
go look up how many guys have earned silver daisies before?
I'll do that. I'll get back to you.
10
later.
years from now when we got our website, I mean, probably the most searched page.
Prestige.
Imagine no one else ever does it, and we're just bummed because we never get to throw the term around ever again.
That'd be interesting.
But what's more
We
interesting,
probably
Trev,
make sure it happened.
the stat.
That's how award shows become bad.
Yeah.
We're gonna force a silver daisy.
We said we're an award show. What do you get? What you get, bro?
He led the league in runs, home runs, OBP, slugging, OPS plus, total bases. But
Yes.
why are these stats different than what we have on our sheet? Our sheet says 1 stolen base, 0 caught stealings. Maybe that's as a first baseman.
Probably. Yes, I have 4.
4 on Baseball Reference. Yeah.
And also on Fangraphs. Only competition, Matt Olson, but pretty far behind in every other category. What's interesting is I'm looking at their defensive WAR on Fangraphs, and Matty Olson had a really bad year this year or something defensively.
Defensive analytics don't exist.
Yeah, on our website, it's a fan poll.
It's
Remember?
painful. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to be honest about how many games you've actually watched the person play, and that
weights it.
That weights your vote.
Yeah. Okay.
So, well, you were getting that up and running. We had some. It's legitimately on our list of things to do.
Yeah.
It probably won't happen for a couple years, but we talk to a tech guy and an analytics guy to make our own J reference page with all our dumb, stuff. J War, the compete stat, the Kuiper. The people need to track them, you know.
We're developing our own analytical style.
Yes. I'm so confused about the stolen base numbers being different, but all the other numbers being the same.
Could be DH thing, like you said.
All right. Let's move it on to
that was easy.
Easy. American League, second baseman. Also easy, I think.
Also easy.
A guy who may not return to the team. A guy that played side by side with Vladdy Jr. Marcus Semien. Now, I don't believe he went pole to pole, but I think he got a lot of wins.
Nick Solak locked
In
down. He has 1 pedal. You get, if you get a month, you get a daisy pedal. But yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, Solak doesn't get a pedal.
You get a pedal. That's for that Nick Solak gets that forever.
I think so. I like that.
April, May, June, July, August. So there's 7. What's a 7-petaled flower? Because then you could put how many months they won by the amount of petals on the flower. Like Semien would have 6 petals on his flower.
I like that.
Okay.
We'll figure this out. Yeah. This is happening live, people.
Congrats to Nick Solak, Snake in April, when we had no idea that this was going to be a recurring segment.
He had the best month.
He did have the best month. Yeah, you're right.
Marcus Semien had the best year, 45 homers. From second base. That's stupid. Also snagged the Gold Glove. Whoops. Yeah, pretty much as good as you can do on a bet on yourself year. Good job, Marcus.
15 bags, just really doing it all over the place. I love the transformation of Marcus Semien. I love it. Like from a guy that couldn't play shortstop to like a power hitting middle infielder, second or short, whatever you need, I got you. He's turned into like a hell of a player. We're talking, this guy is a couple seasons now in the top 3 MVP voting, right?
I don't know, to be as frank as I can.
He's good.
He's good.
It's good.
Anybody close? Do we want to do that? Do we want to talk about close people, or we're just
I think there's a couple that we're gonna have to debate.
Yeah.
So no, I think if they got it, they got it. I mean, you can just rip the names real quick just to let them know.
I mean, Brandon, is it Lau or Low? Damn it, I can't believe I'm having to ask this at this point in the season.
Lau.
He's Lau.
Be loud. God dang it. I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Great year. Altuve, great year. And I guess Enrique Kike, our guy. We'll throw a fourth place finish out there.
He played a lot though. That's the other thing. Positionally, we take into account, unlike Gold Glove and all the other awards. All right, so
one last on Simeon to answer Trev's earlier question. This is his second top 3 MVP finish, and they are the last 2 like full seasons of baseball.
Yeah,
hell yeah,
awesome.
All right, shortstop is where we get to a live debate here. There are 2 guys, and these 2 guys have been teeter-tottering, I think, the whole time. Let's see. In April, it was Correa. After 2 months, Xander took it. After 3 months, Carlos took it back. After 4 months, Xander took it back. After 5 months, Correa took it back. It's and this has come to, I don't know, the last 2 times, I don't think we were unanimous. I think it was a 2-1 vote between the 3 of us. So I'm interested to see where we land here. Their numbers are crazy similar.
They have been too.
The OPS is separated by 13. It's 863 to 850. The slugging is 493 to 485. Like, one guy's got the advantage there, but it's not crazy. The on-base percentage is 370 for Xander and 366 for Carlos.
The same amount of doubles, 34 doubles apiece. They're separated by 3 homers, 155 hits, 156 hits. Like, this is crazy.
F-WAR, really close, 5.2 for Xander. Correa has 5.8. I believe B-WAR, which I've been told I should like more because it's like what actually happened, no projections, just like the results of your season. I think Carlos is a lot higher.
I think you're right.
He put a 7.2 B-WAR, second in all of baseball amongst position players, only behind Marcus Semien.
Marcus.
Yeah.
This is tough. I'll throw it out there.
I don't think it's that tough.
And
It's
Xander got a
Carlos.
4.9. I'm
It's
voting
Carlos.
voted for Correa as well.
Voting for Correa. Didn't he win Platty glove
the
too?
The gold is Platty.
He got
The glove is so,
Platty
when you
silver
watch
jersey.
the Astros and you see that they shift Correa to like deep right for the cutoff, it's like just, that's such a difference maker. You're changing the way you play defense because of him, that you can't let the defense slide when you were talking about a position. We're not just, it's not bat only.
This would be a discussion if Xander's hitting numbers were above Carlos. Then we would do a whole bicker, and Trev would probably take the unpopular vote because he's willing to do that for the people. But this is Correa.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the plate appearances are similar. Correa had more. So, yeah. All right. There, lock it in.
Lock that in, January.
Lock it in.
That guy's a daisy.
Congratulations.
Carlos Correa. Enjoy your daisy.
Hey, on a walk year. Attaboy.
2 walk years.
Yeah.
Simeon and Correa.
Beautiful.
All right. Moving on over the infield, we have another competition at third base. And I think it's
I'm only seeing one listed. So what are you talking about here?
Yeah, but the other one was on there. I don't know what happened to it. Is it not a debate anymore?
There's an offensive debate between Jose Ramirez and Rafael Devers. Devers, 38 homers. Ramirez, 36. Devers, 279, 352, 538 slug. Jose Ramirez, 266, 355, also a 538 slug. I think with some of the defensive numbers and
holy shit, their slash lines are identical.
Another part of this game that sometimes gets forgotten in baseball, and it's where J-Ram was only listed on our list, 27 swipes. That's no joke in today's baseball.
No, we're pro stealing bases.
Yes.
Athletes.
In fact, if you steal a base, your slugging percentage goes up in our analytics.
Yes.
Dude, this is a tough break for Devers if that's the way we're going. He won it the first 4 months. He won it April, May, June, July, and then in the second half, J-Ram won it after August, and now it sounds like we're all giving it to J-Ram. Are Boston fans going to hate us?
Yes, I already do.
No,
But what we're doing is just saying the numbers are exactly the same. Like the slash lines are eerily similar. Ramirez better defense and swipe 27 bags.
Yeah, I mean that's a separator. I mean, we know there's going to be a lot of good ball players, but there's only one winner.
J-Ram had a
All-Jomboy-Media team.
He had a higher walk percentage and a lower K percentage.
Yep.
Scored more runs. All right.
Devers is a stud. Look,
absolutely a great year.
Nothing wrong with Devers.
He just ain't a daisy. That's all. He got a couple petals, but couldn't become a flower.
No, if you get like
he's a Nick Solak type.
If you get 3 daisy petals this year, and then 3 daisy petals next year, or 4,
I'm actually not giving out petals.
Yeah, John's
it's just like you get the flower, and then your flower has a representative amount of petals. Like J-Ram's gonna be a daisy, but he's only got 2 petals on it.
Okay,
I don't like that.
So you have to win.
You get a daisy.
You get
everybody gets a daisy.
You get a full daisy.
2 of the petals are.
Why don't you want to give Nick Solak his petal?
I don't want to give him.
He'd have that for life.
If you dress up like a flower girl and hand him out, I'll do it.
Done.
I don't think he gets a daisy. I think you're right, James. I think, but he does get to the knowledge that he was a winner 1 month. Like that's good enough.
But I do like that on J-Ram's daisy. 2 of the petals are like bolded or just like a slightly different tint. So you can know that means he won 2 months.
Right.
And they have to be like where in the flowers of the month.
Yes.
Oh,
because we're a cron pod.
I sent BBD a picture of a silver daisy. If he wants to put it on screen, it's badass.
I got one more silver daisy.
So that's the AL infield, but we do have to see who is behind the dish. Another, I don't think it's close. But there's 2 guys available.
Yeah, there's 2.
I'm interested to see which way you don't think it's close.
It's Zunino and it's Salvi.
Yeah.
They both had great years. I don't know the history here. I think Salvi won it the first time, then Zunino, then Salvi, so 2-2. Then Zunino we gave it to after August. Or I don't know if we did it. We didn't detonate. It just has both of them still. So I have no idea who we gave it to after August. Shit. We got to keep track better moving forward. For me, it's Salvador Perez. Looking at it now and knowing that more games aren't going to get played and it's finite, the amount of games, a higher average, and the home runs, those 3 are unbeatable for anything Zunino can do. Because the high batting average means he was helping consistently, and he played a ton of games. It's not Zunino's fault they don't start him every single game, but for me, it's Salvi.
I think that the fact that we do kind of get into detail on that, and we say that games played means something to us, it's important. And I agree with you, James. I believe Salvador Perez is on the All-Jomboy-Media team at the catcher position.
And by the way, I think we're all speaking timidly because F-War has Big Z with the edge. B-War, where again, everyone's making this up until J-War comes out and it's the final answer.
Yeah.
Perez has him on B-War. So if that F-War wasn't out there, which again is a number that just like exists in nature, Salvi hit 48 homers this year. That's stupid. He gets a daisy.
He is a daisy.
He's a daisy.
He's the only one when you go Fangraphs and you sort by qualified for AL catchers that comes up. Like no other AL catcher has the amount of at-bats to qualify for any award or anything. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, he has over 220 more at-bats than the next catcher. Sean Murphy has 448, and Sal ended with 665 plate appearances. That's crazy. I mean, how many days was DH though? How many days did he DH? I'm curious about that.
Salvador Perez this year, he DH'd 40 games.
Okay.
So, and
Zunino's not going to DH when he's not playing. So that's kind of what hurts him.
he might have snagged a few. No, he didn't. He didn't DH at all. Good for Big Z.
Yeah. So he still caught 120 games. That's a lot of games.
Yeah.
He still probably led the big leagues in games catched, right?
Games caught in. I think so.
Games
Yachty
catched.
might have stole it from him.
Yeah, maybe. Whatever.
Whatever.
Point
We'll
is,
get there.
Sal's on the field.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we naming him?
Yeah. Salvador Perez. Did you think I was going to go Zunino, Jake?
I mean, I know Trev's a war guy. I know you love Big Z. And I know
established for a B-War pod.
I know before we talk about the outfielders and the starting pitching and the DH, we should talk about dugout mugs a little bit. The official presenters of the outfield, the DH, and the starting pitcher. And by the way, dugout mugs, this is my new favorite thing. They're going to sell out of their product. They told us to tell you that. So if you like dugout mugs, the metal, the woodies, their new shortstop mugs, they've been a huge hit. Grab one for yourself, a coworker, a family member. Don't wait. Grab one now. Code JOMBOY, JOMBOY. That's the way we jomboy. Dugoutmugs.com, 30% off. Dugoutmugs.com, 30% off. Jomboy. It's the perfect gift for any baseball fan. This can be your way to give them a silver daisy. Buy a silver daisy, put it in the mug, give it to them, and say, "You're my silver daisy."
Do we have a silver daisy in the outfield category? No, shit, we don't. I thought we were gonna have one, but something fell over here. Damn.
We still have one, just one so far.
I thought Cedric Mullins was gonna have it for AL outfield, but he after April and May, he did not make it.
Yeah. It's tough.
Also, I'm starting to think that getting a pedal early in the season for outfield might jinx you, because we had Buxton, Trout, Laureano. It's not good.
It's just pedal
That's
history, man.
It's true. BBD, can you bring up a tweet from the last time we did this? If there's there's a silver daisy. If there's a tweet, because we didn't detonate who we chose on the August episode on the sheet, so I don't know. There's 4 outfielders listed, and I forget who we gave it to. Actually, I do remember, but there's others that I don't. So if you just have that tweet that I can reference to you. Anyway, outfielders. Cedric Mullins has it.
We'll figure out the pedals, but Cedric Mullins has a daisy.
Yeah. No, he's got a daisy, and he's got 5 of the 6 pedals highlighted or shaded or whatever it is.
It's nice.
What a year. Decided to not be a switch hitter anymore and just tore it up.
Again, 159 games. We love that. He only missed 3 games, so he gets the 675 plate appearances. Gosh, that's a lot. And it gives him the ability to, produce counting stats. I tell people that all the time. You got to play. 30 homers, 37 doubles. I mean, I love seeing the extra base hits stack up on top of each other. It's one of my favorite things. So Cedric Mullins, 30 bags too, 30 guy. He got there.
Whoops.
How about it? All right.
Did we not know that? I feel like I would have remembered that.
I think that's known. Just
to me, 30-30 is a big deal.
I don't know if I registered it. I don't remember registering it. Anyway, alongside him, we have Certainty, Aaron Judge. Those 2 rode it through. I think Judge missed out on April, but come May voting, he got 1, 2, 3, 4 pedals, and then this will be a 5th. So he's a daisy, big daisy. Good year from Judge.
Healthy.
Yeah. He ends up. What I don't like about looking at Judge's numbers on the year is that, 89 runs, that could be 90. 24 doubles, like just get one more. 39 homers, just round that off. 98 RBIs. He's just so close to having really cool numbers.
Well, it's not his fault they,
Yeah.
do weird rest
Just
days
one
in New
more
York.
double, one more homer. And let's make the numbers look prettier.
You really would have loved a 2-run homer to get to 40 homers, 100 RBI.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
It would have been nice. It would have been a much better thing. 40 homers, 100 RBIs. You say that. 39 homers,
You don't even bother.
98 RBIs is not a thing.
That's Judge had a good year.
Yeah, good year. Good year. Well, numbers. Oh, they're good.
Judge had a daisy. He had a daisy.
Otherwise, you get an argument. You go, dude, 4,100.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, you got to kind of Judge next time. Just think about that.
I think you could still say 4,100 if you
just
want
round
to.
up.
Yeah.
I think you still can. Did he go on the IL at all this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Real
COVID
quick
IL out of the break.
COVID IL out of the break. Okay.
Speaking of getting those numbers, Trev, you were in the league, but do you know the story of A-Rod doing that?
Of getting what numbers?
So,
like round numbers?
Yeah, it was like he was up for the chance to have 100 RBIs and 30 home. I could find it for the 10 years in a row.
Yes.
And the last game of the season, he was 2 homers and 8 RBIs away. And he did it in the Trop. He hit 2 grand slams, or he had a grand slam, a 3-run homer. And he knew the numbers. And they had to make a comeback to get it. And then he got it.
That's crazy. The guy could play.
Good guy.
He's great.
A lot of daisies back in his day.
I think it was 09. I think that was a championship year.
Very good ball player.
Might have been
Alex
voided daisies.
All right, third outfielder. This has gone through a lot of different people. I named a bunch already. Trout, Buxton, Laureano, Adolis Garcia got a pedal. He got 2 pedals even. Gallo got a pedal. Gallo got a pedal last year. The final pedal is a guy. I think I checked 3 different sites here. So I was like, what is a guy that went pedalless all season, but is now a daisy?
That doesn't seem right.
It doesn't, but I think it is. Jake, did you do cross-checking on this?
Well, he would get one. He'd have one pedal. It would be the September pedal.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
he was close.
So we're not going to pedal as daisies. We're not.
One pedal.
Not a bunch of idiots. No, it's pedal. I think we've all been cross-checking to see who is even kind of punching up at Kyle Tucker from the Houston Astros. And the only guy that I have would be Teoscar Hernandez, who is nasty and underrated and offensively gives Tucker a fight. But I think Tucker still even has him. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a war of attrition. Is that the right phrase?
It's interesting for Tucker because... So the reason he didn't win April is because he had a 610 OPS. But the way our system works, that's going to count towards May. He had a baller May, but combining April with it, he wasn't going to win May. June was good, but not elite. But then July, 971 OPS. August,
happy.
940. And then
I'm happy.
September, when he finally gets the daisy, a 1.1 OPS.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
His last 3 months. So his last 68 games, 1 OPS, 325 batting average, 395 OBP. So, I mean, I didn't realize it was 3 in a row. That kind of just kept climbing and climbing and climbing.
And Jim, this is perfect. This is why the awards got made. Kyle Tucker, not an all-star.
No, all-star's bullshit.
The 3rd best outfielder in the American League this year.
Dude, I might get.
It's okay. This is why we're doing this. This is
I
why
might
we're
get
doing
my
this.
Shawshank Redemption on, and I might write MLB or Baseball Reference a letter a day saying, stop putting all-star in the awards category It doesn't mean anything.
You can put it there. It's just not as meaningful as a daisy.
You had,
It's
8
it's
good
so
weeks.
meaningful though, but it's not meaningful.
I know. Imagine
Maybe
getting
I'm
a
just
daisy,
jealous.
though. Hey, if
Exactly.
we meet any of these people, can we have daisies at the ready?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Obvious.
We should always be strapped up with daisies
Why would you
in
ask
case
that?
we run into these guys.
Yes.
We can give them their flowers.
One dotted his second half. Good for Kyle Tucker.
Kyle
I
Tucker.
mean, how much do you think it makes to like get a silver daisy? Dude, I Googled it to find the picture, and there's like some badass jewelry. If Jock's making
Okay.
pearls, cool.
Yeah.
Like Vladdy should just wear a silver daisy necklace. We're in Google silver daisy necklace. And look how and then picture Vladdy wearing it shirtless. I got the third one that comes up on the shopping ads.
Yeah. Oh, these are nice.
It's $41. I mean, look at that dangling. I'm sending it to BBD right now. Look at that dangling over
gorgeous.
Vladdy's unbuttoned jersey
Gorgeous.
just on his chest, shining bright.
With all the petals slightly different, slightly
Yeah.
older.
No, his is silver.
His is
His
silver.
is silver.
That's why it's kind of the platinum glove flex,
Yeah.
Okay.
but better.
So what's the other color daisy then?
I don't know. Like, I'm going to erase the word silver and just Google daisy
It's just
necklace.
daisy.
You can get white
Okay.
with some shading.
Okay.
Believe it or not, that message somehow didn't get to me, so I don't have the picture yet.
Oh, in the Slack chat or in the...
In the chat on this app, it's been acting up for a little bit.
Oh.
If you want to Slack it to me, I'll have that.
I really want the Kyle Tucker, Abe Lincoln thing to catch on, so I'll just keep saying
Okay.
it, even though it might not work, but I'm
Yeah,
trying
right.
still. So, Kyle Tucker, Abe Lincoln, and if you really think about it, it works.
Okay. A
Give it
lot
a
of people
chance,
probably
people.
haven't given it enough thought.
Yeah, he's really tall and lanky, okay?
It's huge.
And he
All
wears
right.
no batting gloves.
Pitcher in the AL.
Okay. How many are we doing? Because that's what are we
One.
I
doing?
think it's
Just one.
One,
This is
just one guy.
prestigious.
I know in the NL, like it's been a bloodbath of voting and stuff. I'm interested to see where Trev goes here because we've always differed on the stats to look at. Robbie Ray is getting my Daisy vote. I only care about innings pitched, earned runs.
It's a
And he-
sweep, no?
I mean, quality starts, a good one to look at. We have the compete stat. What's that set at?
Quality start is a good one to look at. And then there's the stat I like where it's like how many 6 inning, 2 or less, whatever the qualifier. We all have different benchmarks, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that on Vladdy's bare chest is nothing but sex and pride.
I like it.
So
I
we're
really
all
do.
Robbie.
Yeah.
I did. Okay. Well, some people are still make arguments about like Cole was still better in all those projected analytics, which I care about those for next year, but like for looking back, Robbie Ray is easy the winner.
For giving out an award this year.
Yeah. He had a 2.84 ERA and threw 193 pitches. Innings.
Just
23 quality starts. I do want to tip my
Yeah.
hat to Lance Lynn. 2.69 ERA. Badass.
I don't think this one's not close.
Okay.
I think Robbie
easy then.
did it.
Congrats to Robbie Ray.
I don't think we gave snaps for the outfielders or officially like
I gave
summed it
but
all
we
up.
can-
Judge, Mullins, Tucker.
How
That's
about
the
Tucker, man?
How about Judge Mullins Tucker? That's
I like that.
You show respect when you're in that courtroom.
That's the deep.
I
side.
have it as at a hardware store,
Judge Mullins Tucker.
and it's just the 3 of them.
3 friends.
You don't even walk in there. They're just intimidating, and they make you feel terrible about your lack of knowledge about hardware.
Mullins Tucker was on the football team but never played, but like just loves football. He wasn't good enough. He was like probably the 3rd string quarterback.
But you know who was really good? Tucker
But he's
Mullins.
smart. Yeah. Tucker Mullins was the guy.
That's a running back.
But now Judge Muller-Tuckins has the girl that Tucker Mullins had in high school because he's rich, because he's a judge.
He's a
Tucker
judge.
Mullins is a running back that spins way more than you want him to. You're like, dude, you're big and strong. Just power through him.
Stop spinning.
He doesn't have that grit.
That's the AL.
Nope.
Well, it's the Shohei Award.
Oh,
We
the
don't-
Shohei.
DH. It's a
We
position.
don't know
in
where
the
to put
AL.
Shohei. But he's not the best overall hitter.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
wouldn't.
is. He's the best DH. What are we doing?
Okay, sure. It's just the Shohei. He's going to have this for the next how many years? 1,000? Might as well start to call it the Shohei Award now.
46 homers. No. If he didn't out-hit Yordan Alvarez, JD Martinez, and Giancarlo, then yeah, that'd be a bullshit Ohtani Award. He literally was the best DH.
Okay, I'm in.
He wins DH.
But,
I always forget
Don't
about
we have to
it.
acknowledge his pitching too? That's what I'm saying. It's like
No, he doesn't.
Not
no.
here. I don't give a
He
shit.
He can't.
Hold
he
on,
can't.
hold
he
on.
can't bring the daisy to the mound. He can bring it to the box.
because this is a precedent that's going to be set now. Like
Yeah, he's
if
winning.
you're a
It.
two-way guy, you are completely separate people. We cannot combine your ways.
Yeah. For these, you get cut in half.
You cut in half, like
Yeah.
bam.
He's getting this strictly on hitting.
DH.
Now I need to.
If-
I
if-
need to look at this.
So
I need to
this is
look
where Trev
because-
is the mix up. Trev, like
Trev.
say JD did have better offensive numbers.
He would've
Shohei
won.
would not get extra points because he also
No.
pitches for
So-
this award.
So, yeah. For instance, JD has better offensive numbers.
He does.
If he did, Shohei would not be recognized at all on the All-Jomboy-Media team.
Yes. No.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just asking. I
Yeah.
want to be clear about.
You know what? If there becomes enough two-way players,
There's the two-way player award.
there's a two-way player daisy to be given out, but we just don't.
I
have
think
it
we should
yet.
probably start it now because we have it.
And
No,
then like
it'll-
50 years from now, I'll be like, Shohei won the first 20.
In 10 years, when people
Yeah.
start doing it, it'll be called the Shohei Ohtani Daisy Award for breaking the mold.
I mean, Shohei has
We'll
an
have to talk
awful
about this
season. Max
after.
Fried might come for it.
I think we should just start the two-way player award now.
Guys, by the way, I know we got caught up in it like this season and now that we're a little bit past it. 46 home runs,
Yeah.
26 steals.
Yeah. Yep.
372 on base, a 152 weighted run created plus. Like, unreal.
I didn't know he got that many plate appearances.
Right? What?
Whoa.
Run him into the ground, Joe.
640. Is that real?
No.
All
Nothing's
right.
real.
Hey, man.
But he was an everyday hitter.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
job, Shohei DH award. Okay, now we move on. So in the NL, we can do like a UTIL or whatever. Anyway, we'll get there when we get there.
I think
We got a
so.
lot of debates in the NL. It's way heavier voting and like figuring out than the AL.
And if you're an NL guy, you got to shave your pubes
Absolutely.
with Manscaped.
You're already at a deficit because the NL blows. Oh
Do you
my
know-
God, these guys hate the NL.
I don't hate the NL.
I don't
I
either. I like
love
it.
the NL.
Yeah, it's silly.
Can I tell you a story about Manscaped?
Yes.
You know, I have I have the lawnmower. Okay. I don't know what 0.0, but I have one.
4.0
And
probably.
Manscaped sent me the 4.0. Okay. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of machinery, but I didn't need it. So I gave it to my friend, Nameless Jeff. Nameless Jeff.
He needs it.
Nameless Jeff called me afterwards and just told me how much he loved the product.
And that's
I'm
obvious.
serious. That
That's
really happened. So, Nameless Jeff approved Manscaped 4.0, the lawnmower. It just gets the job done. Come
Anything
talking.
up to Nameless Jeff's standards should be up to your standards.
Yes.
And if you go to manscaped.com/talkin, 20% off and free shipping. They give you the whole perfect package 4.0 that comes with the lawnmower, comes with the crop reviver, the preserver,
Mm.
maybe one lucky fan will get a tweet from Nameless Jeff.
No
You know, it's
way.
interesting.
Manscaped.
The way they package it, it looks nice on your countertop. Typically something you don't want to have on your countertop, but check it out.
I keep mine in my silverware drawer.
It's that nice.
You just never know.
Yeah.
To the NL we go.
Yeah.
First base, I believe we thought was locked up, then got messy. I mean, I'm trying to look at the history here. Jesus Aguilar won it in April.
Pedal.
After 2 months, it was Muncy. 3 months, it was Muncy. 4 months, it was Muncy. At the end of August, it was Muncy. And now, because he got hurt, so some numbers didn't keep counting, and he didn't play out the whole year. And Freddie got hot, and Goldie. There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on. These guys are all pretty close, huh? Those three?
This is
Yeah.
horrifying. I hate
Oh my God. I couldn't
hate
read your face, Jake. I didn't know if
having
you were...
the power we have and having to make a decision like this.
This is really tough.
Like, I think we're going to have to, like, all say something on 3 or something, because...
Or write it down.
I want to ask this. How much were you weighing games played?
Well, you've seen it with
That-
Salvador Perez. It's a factor.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a factor, right? That means something.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing here is
Next month, he's a little fat.
he's still got 592 plate appearances. Muncy did, so it's not.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's in the balance for sure, but it's not crazy.
This is gonna sound like I'm gonna sound like an asshole.
Yes.
And I'm not, I promise you. He got hurt at the wrong time. Like, I feel like that's almost has to be like a knock. That sucks.
I don't know if it can be a knock, but
I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
sick. I'm gonna hurl.
You know what I mean, dude. It was not his fault. I get it. Like,
They all had
Here's
the 3 triples.
I have to check one more thing, and then
Dude, this is
I should have my
tough.
pick. I have my pick.
hold on. I don't have.
I'm
the
looking
pick
at the
yet.
stats right now, and it's brutal. I'm gonna write my pick down.
I'm gonna write my pick down.
Can I say something up front with the audience? Because I
Yeah.
know daisies are a huge deal.
Yeah.
I don't feel qualified to make this pick, but I got to. It's part of the gig.
I don't know why you feel that way.
Sick
I
to my
wish
stomach.
you'd be more
I'm
confident.
sick. I'm nervous. I don't like it. I'm not full of conviction.
Can I say one thing?
Say it all.
I love my pick. I feel great about it.
Oh,
I do too.
smokes. Okay, hold on. Let me check one thing before I make my pick.
Jimmy's gonna check one more thing before he makes his pick.
I like my pick a lot. I'm ready.
I'll, instead of just silent podcasts for other people, Muncy, 36 homers. Freddie and Goldschmidt both with 31. I mean, 879 OPS for Goldie, 895 for Muncy, 896 for Frederick. The numbers are spooky close. It's looking like an ice cream flavor situation. Which one do you like more? Jimmy looks like he's crunching the numbers, which
I got my pick. You want to flip notes or something, or say them all on 3?
I'll say mine on 3. I'm in for that.
BBD, can you
I
give
like
us a
saying
count
on
to 3?
You want me to count 2, 3, or down from 3?
yes.
Say on your markets, say 1, 2, 3, go, and then after go, we'll say it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
Goldschmidt.
Goldie.
Okay,
It's a sweep.
Unanimous.
It's a sweep.
it's a sweep.
Told you I loved my pick.
Love
did
my
too.
pick. Let them all in B War. Had the same amount of home runs as Freeman. Muncy clipped them both in home runs. He had the 3rd highest OPS, but the high OBP, a high batting average. The only guy out of the 3 that had a high batting average and high on base percentage. Most stolen bases. Defense is better. It's tough. It's still tough.
There's a couple things that separated him from me. I love the 12 bags, even though Freddie had 8, no slouch there.
12 bags.
Had 12 bags, and I think honestly it was between him and Muncie for me. I don't think Freddie quite got to those guys' level. He's close, but not quite there. And then the determining factor then was he was playing at the end of the season. And I know that sucks, but this is a hard award to win, and it matters, I think. Even though it's not his fault. Goldie took it.
He put that team on his back to finish the year too. Hey, more proof of the power of the Daisy. Paul Goldschmidt, not an All-Star this year. And you may remember his 6-time All-Star, 4-time Gold Glove, 4-time Silver Slugger. But you'll remember his Daisy because in the second half, he too one-dotted. 330, 402, 1-dot OPS in the final 70 games of the year to help bring the Cardinals into the playoffs. Goldie.
Yeah, when he gets going, he's like unstoppable. He's one of the guys you like literally say, do not let him beat us today.
And he beats you.
And he still beats you, yeah. And Muncie, let's not forget how freaking good Muncie was.
Yeah.
Muncie was incredible.
Yeah, he was also doing such weird shit. Goldie led him all on
Yes.
extra base hits, 69, pretty nice. Muncie led him in hit by pitch.
Max Muncy's so good. He's so good.
But Goldie, congratulations.
Congrats, Goldie.
I'm gonna come in and come out. real quick.
Okay, moving on. NL second baseman. Gets super funky. We had to set some ground rules here. Basically, to get a Daisy at a position, you have to start 100 games or more at said position. So Trey Turner ended the year as a second baseman, but he only started 49 games at second baseman. He's not eligible for a Daisy. Cronenworth also didn't start 100 games at second base. He roamed around like crazy. This is going to be hard to track during the season, but we'll make
true.
parameters.
You track
during
it
the
as you
season.
go during the year.
Yeah.
We did that. We did that.
Yeah, it's
Prorated.
Wikipedia math pod. DVD's a math savant. We're good.
So with Cronenworth and Trey Turner not eligible to win a second base Daisy, does that leave us with one guy?
One guy, but also a mention, I think, of another guy.
2 guys, I think.
Who are your 2 guys,
Okay.
Jake?
Ozzy Albies and Jonathan India.
I think that's what I'm
Ooh.
talking. There's one worth a mention, but I'll just say it, India's not eclipsing Ozzy for me.
I mean, Trev, aren't you a big weighted runs created plus guy?
I can be.
What if I told you Jonathan India has a 122 and Ozzy has a 107?
I see that. You can't base it all on one category.
I'm not. I'm not. I just
We can talk about Ozzy's 30 homers to Jonathan's 21. The runs are similar, 103 to 98. Look, India had a great year this year. I just did a sequence video about him. Go check that out.
376 on base for India, 310 for Ozzy. I mean, I love me some Little Monster. You gals know that. But holy cow.
I think there's an argument, but in the end I don't think it's a very worthy argument. I think Ozzy kind of he takes it.
Why?
Ooh.
Why? I think there's some defensive stuff there.
Okay.
I think the stolen bases are. It's not bad for India. He's got 12 bags. Maybe probably could go higher if he played on a different team. I don't think the Reds were trying to steal a lot of bags, so can't really hold that against him. But Ozzy's got 20 there.
Ozzy's got to beat in home runs,
ribbies,
bags,
but
ribbies.
I think I understand when you look at the slash line, why there's a case for India, but I think overall, I'm taking Monster over India as of right now. Jonathan India can turn into a Marcus Semien superstar guy, like very shortly. But as of right now, I'm taking Ozzy for 2021.
It's closer than I thought, and Jonathan India wore All-Jomboy-Media hat to a press conference.
Right.
Yep.
The counting numbers do help Ozzy out. The slash line help India out. But I still like counting numbers for awards like this when you're looking back, not forward. Especially individual counting numbers like home run and stolen base. RBIs and runs are a bit. You got to take advantage of the moment. You got to be on, but they're a little more of a team stat or teammate stat than the individual ones. But I do like numbers. But India's got them in what average on base and OPS, and that's hard to counter.
It's tough.
Make your case, Jake.
It's tough. I
can be pulled in half.
I'm a monster little monster fan. What Jonathan India did to win Rookie of the Year, and it's 6 less games. I don't know, man. Ozzy Albies is 24. What?
No, it's not.
Yeah. Is he young? Is he younger than Jonathan India? That'd be hilarious.
He turns 25 on January 7th.
He's younger than Jonathan India. They're both 24 currently. Baseball's a weird sport.
Jonathan India's a month older.
Jonathan.
No, dude, that just broke my brain. What?
Jonathan India did surpass him in B WAR by a half a WAR.
Dude, I think India has my vote. I think what's happening here is that, you see this at the Emmys a lot.
Okay.
Where, the mainstay who's been around gets the award over the newcomer because people are like, well, he'll probably have more chances later on. Like, that's why they gave Altuve MVP over Judge, because they're like, Judge is going to win Rookie of the Year. He doesn't need MVP too. He'll probably get some in the future. Altuve's been putting in work. And he deserves this award for his, that comes into the mindset. So you kind of say, well, you got Rookie of the Year. Let Ozzy get this one because India might get some in the future. But he really outslashed him. The counting numbers aren't that much different. And B WAR likes him more. This is tough. I think I could be bribed here.
I have a differentiator.
Okay, what's the differentiator?
Jonathan India has bold in one category.
Gibby?
He has a Gibby.
Oh, wow.
Jonathan India.
And you like this one. You like this one a lot.
Led the league in hit by pitches with 23. That could have been 10 more hits. Pitchers were scared of him.
Why they hit
That
him
also is a lot more OBP.
That's a lot more OBP.
His first RBI ever hit by pitch, Jonathan India. Stuck his elbow right out over the plate.
India.
Dude.
I'm still voting Albies, but I would not be mad if you guys took India after going into the numbers more.
Yeah, you admit it's close, right, Trev?
Yes, I do.
This is the closest
especially
one
after
we've had.
deep diving.
It's so unexpected that it's this close. I'm voting India. He outslashed him by a good amount. 376 on OBP to 310. And 835 OPS to 799. Come on, Ozzy. You got to know. You got to get to 800 there. I'm going India. Controversy. I don't know. Is this the first it's the first non-unanimous Daisy. We've been lockstep the whole way.
It's a nud. It's a nud.
I like it. I think that was a very, very close 2 seasons.
Can we put NUD in the size font that TM trademark is next to the Daisy? NUD.
Nud.
Okay. Non-unanimous Daisy.
I got it.
What's next?
It's my God! The longest episode ever.
My back hurts.
I've been in this chair for an hour before the show, waiting.
All right. Well, shortstop.
No.
Let's go quick then. Shortstop. Trey Turner.
As people throw their phones.
We have to talk about it.
We do.
We have to talk about it.
Tell him.
Him and Tatis both got moved off the position. Trey Turner's still a good shortstop. I expect him back at shortstop. In the end, Tatis has 42 home runs to Trey's 28. So that might look jarring. But Trey has 195 hits to his 135, counting numbers, blah, blah, blah. Trey had more doubles. You get the slash line and Trey Turner, higher batting average, higher on base percentage.
Yeah, this is not a runaway. So hold on, I might rescind my.
Why did you
Trey Turner vote?
I might.
Once you start really comparing,
I might be nutting a totally different direction. I think Brandon Crawford has a huge argument to be made.
Okay.
Holy
I don't hate
smokes.
I
Okay.
don't hate
What's Crawford got going on?
Crawford 5.5 F4. 895 OPS, 298, 373, and he stayed at shortstop the whole year.
Should count for something.
That should count.
He played the
But
position.
Trey would have.
Trey, you can't knock Trey because the Dodgers traded for him and already had fucking Corey Seager, bro.
But could we knock Zunino? It wasn't his choice not to start.
Zunino wanted to start every day.
He wasn't a good enough hitter on his team to DH like Sal was. But I guess that's because the Rays were better than the Royals. I don't know. We're not going backwards, people. We don't do that.
We have
This is
talked a lot about this award
a
being
mess.
about looking back.
I'm a mess.
What did we got throughout the year? It was Tatis in April.
Guys, I'm voting Tatis. I'm voting Tatis.
Turner had it in April.
We took a break to clear up confusion so we could come out of the break on a unified front. BBD cut it all out. And then we came out of it and Jake threw Crawford out and I pivoted to Tatis. I'm voting Tatis, dude. 42 fucking home runs. 11% walk rate, 975 OPS, but he got moved off the position because he stinks at it. And I made a whole big point about how defense matters. I'm a fucking mess. I got no idea what to do.
I don't want to follow your lead now. I think I have to say Turner after that speech, but
So is this in the hands of the voters? We'll put out a poll on Twitter or something.
People
If
can't
we're-
fucking decide this.
They'll just vote Tatis because the public just sees home runs.
We need we're split. There's no we need a decider. Who's our baseball mecca? Who's
Call up Chris
Buster?
Rose?
wait, who do you want Crawford?
I might be on Crawford.
But is that your fine? I mean, you might be on him, or who's your pick?
Fuck
bro?
yes, I'm on him. They didn't play shortstop. Games matter. Games matter.
What we'll do is we'll take this clip.
Trey Turner played behind second base, which is basically shortstop. So
I have an idea. This episode is
Buster.
pre-recorded. We take this clip, we cut it down, we email it to a trusted 5 people, like Rose, Moylan.
I don't trust Peter.
I don't trust Peter.
Okay, so it's outside of the company.
Hell, I'm borderline on Rose. Yeah.
Okay, so then
Me
outside the
too.
company, we'll send it to Buster, to Passon, Rosenthal. Who do you want to send it
Yes.
to? And
Travis
say,
Kenny.
can
Those
you?
guys hate me.
Well, wait. What if they come back split?
It's our decision, James. We're not putting this out to anybody except for BBD.
Oh boy.
I think we make BBD choose.
BBD, do you have one? Do you have a
I've
decision?
pulled up each of their baseball references. I clicked. I was like, "Ooh, it's him." Then I clicked on the other one. And I said, "Oh no, it's him actually." And then I clicked on the other one. Oh no, I think it's him. And the guy I did look at last was Trey Turner. Because so I guess by that logic, I landed there.
Well, here's my thing, because Jake's argument is so great that Crawford stayed at
I
short.
know.
But in our break that we cut out, we said the quantifier was 100 games started at the position. And I thought once we did that, then
It would
you
clear
took
up any
away, you
confusion.
cleared away that other stuff. But I like Jake's argument, which makes the how many games they start at position matter a whole lot more. I guess 100 gets you into the voting.
It makes you eligible.
If Crawford played
But if they're eligible, they're better than
we could
Crawford.
talk. If we played 162, we could talk. He played 138 games, which is that's a good year, good healthy year, but it's not like he was there manning the position 162 out of 162. I don't think Crawford is with Turner and Tatis in this discussion. Obviously an amazing year. I love watching the guy play. He's sexy. My friend Gabe, my best friend Gabe. We just talked about him a ton, but I just don't think. I'm sorry that he's in.
If you say they got to play 100 at the position, and then we're kind of just going away.
You still wait though.
But it's still like it can
still wait.
Should factor in that he did so much more there.
That's just to be on the list.
Hold on. But I'm also changing my mind. I'm talking to myself kind of, because if we say that, that's fine. But that doesn't mean defense doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you just stop thinking about the other. Trey Turner's much better defensively.
Yes.
Then who?
Tatis.
Yes.
So makes me pivot to Trey a little bit.
I am going to give this. I am sticking with Trey Turner.
Brandon Crawford won.
Tatis.
Brandon Crawford won the Gold Glove at shortstop this year.
Jacob has Brandon Crawford, so now I think it's just BBD has to pick between one of those three, and you, my friend, are solely responsible for who gets Daisy on their page.
So I'm trying to do a quick last check on Trey Turner's total games, and I think after all that discussion, did he get 100 games at short after all?
Yeah, he got 3 with the Dodgers and 98 with Nats when I checked it.
The number I'm looking at is 96 games at short with the Nats, 3 with the Dodgers, which would be 99 games.
Timeout.
Wow.
Which I'm trying really hard to double check.
I mean,
in
James,
a timely
you gave me 100.
I'm trying really hard to double check it in a timely manner and make an educated decision here.
I have 3 starts for the Dodgers. Oh, 98 total.
98 total.
95. Wow. All right.
I just don't. I know we set the parameter, but I don't like it for Trey Turner this year. I think there's got to be an asterisk because he got moved.
There'll be a nud.
I don't think so. Man.
I think.
I'm going Tatis still. I'm going Tatis then.
After that development with Trey Turner,
Turner's eliminated. So Trev.
Wait.
I mean, Trev can revote.
Trev's
I think
back.
I have my lean.
Well, Trev's got an illegal vote currently on the board,
so he can resubmit a legal vote.
We might not need BBD after all of this.
Yeah,
he was crucial in the process.
You were crucial in the process.
So I got Tatis. Jake's got.
You're staying with Crawford now.
I'm staying with Brandon Crawford.
We have to believe that Tatis is going to be a shortstop next year, but I really shouldn't factor in. It's
No,
almost
that
like
doesn't
the judge
factor in.
Striking that off the record.
Doesn't factor in. And let me, now that it's down to just the 2 of them.
Judge Mullins Tucker struck that off the record.
They didn't even let
I'm going with Brandon Crawford.
That's where I was going to go once Trey was for sure not there.
Tatis.
Wait, hold up.
Yes.
Yeah. The defense really helps. I don't care about Gold Glove because those voters are shams, unlike us. But man, some of the counting numbers Tatis put up, it just feels silly. But if you go slash line, it's close enough that Crawford's defense wins it for him. So I think Jake wins out.
And if it was just like Tatis is like adequate shortstop, which you asked me what I really think, I think probably is. I don't know.
If Tatis played the full year,
Crawford's good shortstop. Tatis didn't play the full year there, got moved off.
If he was a B- at short, I think it's Tatis's.
Yeah.
But because he was one of the worst going up against one of the best, and the slash lines aren't that crazy. I mean, Crawford averaged him out on base. Slugging OPS or okay, Crawford it is. Wow, that was wild.
No nud?
No nud.
Wow.
Wait, you're giving it to Crawford now?
Yeah, because yes.
Trev, nut it.
Okay. No.
All right.
Tatis, look, I think at the shortstop, and I'm doing this for my brain. I don't know if this is like legal or not, but I'm weighing defense more heavily at certain positions than I do at other positions.
That's fair.
I need a premium defender at shortstop.
Fair. And that's what we're all doing. Everything matters here. It's not the silver slugger.
Okay. I think we made a good decision then. Trey Turner missed by one game. Are we serious?
I think did it end up being 2 games? He
Well, that makes all the difference.
It wasn't one.
Yeah.
If he was eligible, I think I might have gone that way. Again, I guess my vote ended up not mattering, but he he's a good shortstop, so it would have been a discussion.
That was wild.
Okay.
What a wild ride. Okay, does third base get easier? It looks like we have 4 options.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna hurl.
The options on the board are Machado, Young Thick, Nolan Arenado, and JT.
I'm gonna throw up.
I don't even know the history here. Let me go through the history of the all JM team. Bryant got it after April.
You moved him quickly off of the infield, though.
Then Young Thick, and then Justin Turner, and then Machado.
Oh God.
And then I don't know who we gave it to. BBD, do you have that thing up?
Who is that? Austin again.
Okay, so I think
He won
Young
it
Thick's
twice.
the only one to win it twice. The final numbers here for these guys. Games played, it's all similar enough. You don't care. Same with plate appearances. Same with at-bats. Same with runs, to be honest. Young Thick has the most hits. He stands out of the 4 there. Doubles, they're all good. JT's got the fewest. Home runs is Arenado has 34. Austin Riley has 33. Machado 28. JT 27. RBIs. JT lacks. The other 3 are the same.
I think there's a winner here.
Let me get to the slash lines. Austin Riley, highest batting average, only one in the 300s. Austin Riley, highest on base. Austin Riley, highest slugging. Austin Riley, highest OPS. Offensive numbers lean Austin Riley for me right now. I don't know defensively. I know some of those other guys can pick it.
Arenado just won his 8th platinum glove in a row. From all accounts, so I mean, we're looking here at his Fangraph page, and they're saying Austin was negative defensive. But if you talk to Braves fans, they won't say that. So that's an interesting, little tidbit there. Like maybe, is that weighted in? Fan eye test?
Yeah, I mean, I like that more than any analytic they currently have.
I'm gonna I'll throw it out there to get it started. I'm going Austin Riley as my third base All-Jomboy-Media National League.
I second that motion. He led in B WAR, and Jake, you're thirding it.
Thirding the motion.
Congratulations to young Thick Austin Riley. He gets a daisy with 3 shaded petals.
Answer the bell. We were talking about Jose Ramirez coming snaking his job, and he said, "No. So what? He proved me wrong. That's great. His numbers up to this point, he had a 6 point something B WAR this year. His career is 5 B WAR now. So the guy wasn't doing it. He's doing it now. Congratulations, Young Thick.
I thought about nutting with Nolan, but I think Austin deserves it.
Okay. Outfield. Is that where we're at?
Yes. This is interesting too.
Well, I think there's a couple locks. I think Bryce Harper we clap for, and he's a daisy. Yep. I don't know how many petals he's got shaded. I think a good amount. I don't know if he went pole to pole, though.
I'll look it up.
No, in April, May, it was Castellanos, Bryant, Winker. They didn't go pole to pole. I think we're only going to have one silver daisy.
Yeah.
Through August, it was Harper, Soto, and Brian Reynolds. Tyler O'Neill and Castellanos are back in the mix here when you look at the
Soto's got to be consensus, right?
He's consensus.
Yes.
Congratulations,
Okay.
Walter.
465 OBP.
He went like Bonds, basically.
Yeah. Little bit of product of like they had literally no one else on the team, so that no one was pitching to him. But then you credit for Soto for taking his walks.
Yeah.
So then, I mean, unless you guys have others on other searches, is it Reynolds, O'Neill, Castellanos? Is there anyone else? Winker was in play for a little bit in this category, but didn't allow Trevor into his scooter gang.
Yeah, Mookie is like, on Fangraphs going there, but not enough games, so he's not really in the discussion, I don't think.
No, it's those guys.
Yeah.
And it might just be Reynolds, man. 159 games played. He lacks in home runs. I don't know. Hold on.
8 triples.
That's significant.
Tyler O'Neill.
Played center field.
My thick king Tyler O'Neill has a great
got a
argument.
case.
He has 34 home runs, 15 swipes, slugged 560 this year. That's a mammo year. I'll say this, and I know Jim is reconsidering his thought. I do think in the outfield positions should be considered a little bit. Also, games played. Brian Reynolds, 159 games played to Tyler O'Neill's 138. And center fielders just don't do this. We consider center fielders kind of the same as other outfielders. They are not. Look around the league. Brian Reynolds had an incredible year. I'm taking him.
I motion next year. It's center field and then 2 corner outfielders.
Motion.
I like that.
I do agree what Trevor said. Some positions you have to value defense more. Center field is one of those positions. So yes, I think I reevaluate. I see the errors in my way. It's not just 3 outfielders. There's going to be 1 center fielder, and then it'll just be corner outfielders.
And we had a center fielder in Mullins this year in the AL, so we're good.
This is tough. I think they're pretty close, but I'll also go Reynolds. So we have Harper, Soto, Reynolds, I believe.
Yeah. How'd he get 8 triples?
That's a good question. Weird bounces off that wall in Pittsburgh.
Oh, we didn't do catcher in the NL, but is that just Buster Posey?
Oh, God.
Wait, well, catcher's a whole different thing with games played.
Yeah.
Right, that's excluded from.
But Buster really wasn't catching that much, right?
I think he was. I think they wore him out down the stretch.
It was just
There's only one catcher qualified. That's J2 Real Muto. So I got to take down the minimum PAs here. 1 sec.
106 games started at catcher is what I have. So why did I think that?
I don't know. NL.
I'm probably thinking of someone else.
I think there's 2 people we can talk about right now. I think we have to mention Will Smith, and I think it's him and Buster Posey. I think JT's just a tick behind both of them.
Yeah, if it's those guys, I'm going Buster.
God, Will Smith.
Final answer?
Man.
390 OBP, 889 OPS for Buster. Power's not there. 120 hits, more than Will Smith. Yeah, I'm gonna go Buster. Might be decision fatigue setting in.
I'm gonna go Buster. I think he deserves it, and I also think he needs it to complete his baseball reference page. He has every other one. So if he doesn't have like a silver daisy or a daisy, excuse me, that's incomplete.
I hate this for Will Smith.
Everyone.
But Trev, God, are you right? And you know what? How about this? This will make you guys feel better. Will Smith, he had 111 games started at catcher. So that's really not that much different. The games played on our sheet, I think, was actually wrong, which that was the only thing making me, or no, it is right. That's weird.
Yeah, he played some games at first base, I think.
Yeah, but it's only, the math doesn't add up. Not to be a turkey math guy. Are you seeing this, BBD?
It could also be pinch
I
hits.
think he entered late in a lot of games because
pinch
like
hits
Kershaw
or
uses Barnes. So I
Just
think when he
straight
comes
pinch hit.
out, he subs in.
Okay. Buster. Sorry, Will Smith. I love you.
Is close.
Trev's right. You have to close off Buster's career with the.
Yeah.
With
And
the base.
even with a good amount less homers, I think Buster still outslugged him. So
Everything's
wanna-
fine as long as we agree we're setting a precedent. And if you retire before the final voting, it does give you a little nudge of like,
Yeah.
let's be nice to this guy.
You're right about that.
So
I want to
mean, it's
retract
just
my
as long-
statement about Will Smith. He only played that one game, I believe, at first base, and he zooed it. Don't you guys remember that?
Yeah.
So it was just late inning, in like entrances, maybe some pinch hits for that. Buster Posey, congrats.
Buster.
Really good stuff. We have to do a utility player.
We have to do a starting pitcher,
Let's do
and
a
then
starting pitcher.
we did not do a reliever in the AL.
No relievers.
No
relievers don't
relievers
cat.
allowed.
Relievers
I'm
don't cat.
fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
We're trying our best to
Although I hate starting pitchers, so this is kind of tough for me.
it's true, but dude, after hearing everyone talk about this topic from Ian Happ to Chris Rose to Joe Torre to us, they need to start having these starting pitchers be good again and go
Yeah.
distance. And to do that, you got to kill some relievers. So that's what we have to do.
I'll sacrifice them.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we at?
So
Pitcher.
does this starting pitcher conversation suck? I think we've nutted like every year on this. It's Wheeler, Bueller, Scherzer.
I mean, the Erica not putting Corbin Burns on this sheet is just straight up rude, as he has the highest F4, and that's been our unit of measurement.
Well, not for pitchers.
For every position, including AL pitchers.
I don't take that into account for.
I'm just saying for the sheet,
Oh yeah.
literally how it's been filled out. And he has a great argument.
James?
Well, now I got to go. I don't have Corbin Burns on the sheet. So what's
It's really good. It's really good.
he led the league in ERA with 28 starts, 167 innings pitched. So that's where he doesn't. That's where he falls short. Is innings
Yeah, but
pitched.
let in Ks per 9. You know, I think it looks like let in homers per 9.
ERA
Corbin
plus.
Burns was our pitcher after August.
The ERA is very, very close to Bueller and Scherzer. So it's he led the league, but it's 2.43, and you got Scherzer 2.46 and 2.47. Those all three of those numbers are so close that they're the same for me, and I would hope for everyone else that's not close enough to like it. That means they tied that
Agree.
category basically. Yeah,
His expected ERA was 2.01 compared to 2.89 for Scherzer and 3.08 for Bueller.
it's tough to do that pitch, but yeah.
I
Walker Bueller had
I like
20.
it for pitchers.
How many quality starts did Burns have?
It's a good question. Probably a lot. I think I'm giving it to Corbin Burns. Every single thing I look at.
I don't know. I don't know if I am.
What am I missing here?
Innings pitched.
A couple
And,
less
you know,
starts?
Scherzer has this. Scherzer has the same amount, like the same ERA.
I mean, Scherzer's only got 12 more
12
innings. Like
he's 12
Walker,
more
I
innings
think,
than
is
him.
a better argument than Scherzer.
Or Wheeler has 213.
Yeah, I
But-
mean, what Scherzer did down the stretch
It's
before those
true.
last 2 games was they traded him and won the next 10 of his starts. Like I take that into account.
My vote is officially for Corbin Burns.
If you, I believe I've pulled up the quality start leaderboards. I don't know if I want to say it. I think Walker Buehler has the most by a lot.
Yeah, he's got 27. What does Burns have?
Burns is 19.
So Burns and
Wheeler is
Scherzer had
20.
very similar seasons as far as like innings pitched, ERA, quality starts. Very
Gotta make a
similar.
decision. We gotta.
I'm broken and biased, so I'm in a tough spot.
Walker
You are
Buehler
a
was
little
best
biased.
friend of the pod this year. 16 wins, 4 losses. Holy shit. I know that people don't care about that, but that's still a crazy range. Yeah, I mean, it might nut it. I'm going Walker.
Here you go, Jakey boy.
These fucking LA pitchers, man. Zach Wheeler, I just don't drink that.
You like wins and
Kool-Aid.
losses. Urias is 20-3.
I know those. Honestly, and I know we're not trying to be one of those award shows. The LA pitchers, like, I don't know how to pick between them, which
They're splitting the vote for you.
which makes me want to go Corbin.
Innings pitched is something you can look at to help you split between Walker. You lent me that tip.
Right, but I think
not that
Scherzer
pretty
was
good.
better than him, and I think Corbin was slightly better than Scherzer.
Just
Yeah,
do it.
a rough September for Bueller, but he was pretty consistent for 5 months there.
Corbin Burns.
Congratulations, Corbin.
You know what? We like both those guys. We've chatted with both of them. Congrats to Burnsy, the second nud of the award.
And also, congrats to Trey Turner for winning the Utility Player Award.
I would love that.
Yeah, I mean, can we not even open up more options?
Yes. Sorry, Chris Taylor. Go eat.
I said, well, do we look at Chris Taylor though?
No.
No.
So
Not compared to
Turner's
Trey
got to be
Turner.
better, right?
The UTIL award means you have to play 2 positions for however many times Trey Turner did it.
It's not that many. I think it's only like 40 starts.
Okay.
We'll do better parameters later. But there's going to be a DH and then no util. You
Right.
gotta-
This
you
is
gotta
the one
play-
time.
Yeah, this
And
is the one
Shohei
time.
doesn't get an award at all.
Yeah, I'm
we
not
did.
giving out a util award next
He
year.
did. He did get an award. a
You have
DH.
to own a position because that's what we want to see moving forward. I want to
Yeah.
see guys own positions.
You don't want to see two-way guys?
No, 2 ways fine, but utility guys. Like I don't want everyone to play everywhere.
I agree with that.
I think it's more entertaining when you're like, that's the shortstop. He plays shortstop.
We did it.
We did it. It was a slog to get through, but we did it. Congrats
gotta
to
put
all
the
the
work in.
daisies. What's that?
You got to put the work in sometimes. In front of everybody.
Sometimes you got to put the work in sometimes.
A lot of daisies, only 1 silver.
Congrats.
That's going to
buddy.
sway our voting so much next year when a guy is up, he's been riding it.
For like 4 months, you're like, ah.
Because I think like Correa at points could or Bogarts like could have ridden it because they were even the whole time, and we just kept flip flopping. So we'll see how it.
There were
affects-
times during the year that we said like, maybe the tie should go to the guy who's been owning it. We at least threw that possibility out there during the year. I recall those.
It's true.
conversations.
If anything, it's going to cause us to be more cautious. I mean, I'm happy that it was Vlad in the season that he had that went pole to pole, not somebody that like
Right.
didn't really have a great season. So Vlad set the benchmark super high, which is
Really
also what Jake will be after 10 o'clock tonight.
Oh, Cron Pod. All right, hit the music. Let's get out of here. Thanks for tuning in,
Thanksgiving.
everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Gobble, 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 fat turkey I am. I'm not here for living. I'm here for Thanksgiving. Gobble, 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 fat turkey I am. Jake sucks.